it's not morning, it's evening. Been another day of chaos. 5th of February 2024. 2026 we're in now, aren't we? So that may be important to you, 2024. Today's song is Lola, and I believe it's by the Kinks. So Kinks usually means either you're a bit kinky with your sexual preferences, or there's kinks in your nature. So you may be a bit wacky, have a few issues. Let's have a look. We've got Aries, Mars, and 12th house of sacrifice, war. So, and Aries is ruled by Mars. Today's card is a Simon Peter card. Also Mark and Diane, it's about keys. It's the High Priest, so it's about your upbringing, the way you were taught to believe things, indoctrination, Catholic Church, schools, teachers, the Pope, the neck and the throat. So depending on whether it's upright or not, your truth, standing in your truth and believing in yourself, having faith. So let's see. It's also Taurus energy. So Lola, I heard that one for a while. There it is, not urgent, but it does mean that we've lost faith and we may be finding it hard to speak our truth. Yeah, an injustice has taken place. So you've got Libra and Taurus mentioned already. And Aries. And 12th house of Pisces. So there we are, that's the pile we want. All these are irrelevant. So let's have a look at the chart then. Aries is in Neptune. Chiron, healing, Ceres, and 9th house of knowledge. So gaining some knowledge. Mars is in Aquarius, and Cancer is in the 12th house, home and family life. So knowledge gained then. We're finally open to receiving something. But that ship may have sailed. There's an opportunity not to be missed, so don't let that ship sail. Take it, grab it with both hands. That is a seed that once you plant it and nurture it will profit within a year. A new business, a new home, a new life, or a proposal. But legal matters are not going in your favour. Partnerships, problems for the lads with the colon and the prostate. It's about the loins, the marital home, but above all in the reverse, it's open enemies. And shared resources. So Scorpio energy, reproductive organs and shared resources. Love yourself first in that case. Because the truth is not being spoken here. Somebody is very materialistic. And unfortunately, actions aren't being taken about it. There's a separation, a mutual relationship with someone where there's no love lost. Two snakes, two people born in the year of the snake. And the mother energy. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children. Poppies, May the 31st, November the 11th, the military, agriculture. The name Poppy. So names, we've got Casey, we've got Daniel, we've got Elaine, Greg, Natasha, Joshua, Lauren, Abigail. All could be important. Libra then, where have we got Libra in the chart? No, Libra moon. Well done, Spirit. The IC is Scorpio. And that's another Taurus, 3 and 30. So 3 and 30 is positive, the 11 is negative. Libra's in the 3rd house of communication. So legal papers, documents, letters. And Taurus in the 10th house of ambition, of career. So separation then. No love lost in this situation between two people. Because somebody here is very materialistic. But you are growing through the pain. You are evolving. There's no passion, there's impotence here. So both reproductive organs or a death, an ending. Something has died a death. Your love for something or someone has died. 10 weeks, but you're healing from it. Alternative medicine may be required. Somebody thinks that chucking themselves into work and taking all the overtime they can will make them feel better. It won't, because that's not your true path in life. Grandparents, Walter, Darren, Mike, Susan, Julie, Millie. 9 and 27, negative energy, Reese and Chanel. Somebody's not on their true life path. Yeah. And they're not putting effort into this either. They've probably made themselves ill, burning the candle at both ends. Somebody may have a tattoo that they're ashamed of. And number 10, a change for the better when you start filling your own cup. Start looking after yourself. Stop worrying about what other people want and need. Think about what you want and need. A reunion, a celebration, the number 10. Perhaps for some, a spiritual night. Don't try doing it on your own. Number 10 is Oscar. Yeah, love's out the window. Something got as good as it was going to get, and it's not getting any better. There's 3 generations of women: the maiden, the mother, and the crone. The daughter, the mother, and the grandparent. A get together with the friends. And knowledge is gained when you do. No love, but plenty of financial security. But that could be on the end as well, because there's the tree house, the family tree, stability, security. But once it gets there, it's so much harder to keep it there. Yeah. Find your tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see things from your point of view. You will end up in a battle because you're banging your head against a brick wall. So find people of like mind who don't agree with everything you say, but who think the same as you. Appreciate the things you appreciate. 6 years may have been wasted. So somebody making mountains out of molehills, looking for arguments. Because people know that when you don't react, even with an argument, that you don't care anymore. Because enough is enough. What's done is done. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Oh, and there we have it. So, there he is, the Man of Arcana of Aries. He is a man of action. He does what he says he's going to do. He doesn't wait around for other people to do it for him. There's the number 11. Then justice will be served when he takes action. The wheel is turning in our favour. It's time to move on. Don't take the baggage of the past with you. Travel across water. 6 weeks. Yeah, a new house perhaps, a house move, a celebration, a birthday, a wedding, a home with a fire in the hearth, food on the table and a welcome at the door. Something out of the blue in the next 8 days coming your way that you will be very pleased with. An action that's taken that you will like. Because something you thought was over isn't. There'll be delays in travel. The name Bob could be important. And Dean. But inheritances may have been lost. And someone's been living in the past. The past is over. Future's not promised. We have to live in the now. Build a bridge, get over it and stop crying over spilt milk. Your wishes and dreams cannot come true until you face that chaos. But when you do and find the hope needed, unlike Pandora, you will find freedom, hope and healing. 17. Fred and David. Aquarius. Aquarius, we're in. No, we're not. Yeah, we are. Aquarius. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. Well done, Spirit. And the DC. And Pluto, where we've never been before. But someone here is feeling drained. Drained of emotions, unhappy, and it's Cancer, home and family life. It's a negative energy. So whilst she's filling her cup and looking after herself, he's possibly self-medicating, feeling tired, depressed, out of sorts. Enough is enough. So drink, drugs, alcohol, maybe in going around. We'll see. So 17 then is negative, which is the Chinese New Year. 12 houses of prisoners. People may be going to prison. You have to make recompense for any wrongs you have committed. The feet and toes, prisons, institutions. The colour green, which is your heart chakra. A return, a karmic situation, family secrets, hidden enemies, what did I say there? Reconnections, so reunions, confinement, reparation for past deeds, sacrifices, surrender, institutions, and the collective unknown. This is of secrets, an opportunity to connect to the whole, to bring into light all of the consciousness that was previously obscured or hidden. This is where the task of reintegration is completed. The boundary of individuality is relinquished and the self is surrendered back into the collective whole. It may be voluntary or involuntary. It's also the house of institutions, of madness, the kinks, disintegration, of deception and delusion, family secrets. The way may be lost, a blaring has occurred, and the psyche does not know who or where it is, and he certainly doesn't. If the soul has not yet established a strong sense of identity of who you are, there is nothing to surrender except the delusions, and these may take over, like delusions of grandeur. If a powerful sense of individuality is being constructed, then merging back will be a painful process. If you thought you knew who you was, this is a place of reparation for past wrongs. Much depends on the signs and planets in this house, whether it will be constructive or destructive. And we've got Mars. The 12th house is about past lives. The drives and unconscious reactions that have to be controlled. Mars, aggression. So, aggressive actions. And Aries in Mars, oh dear. It's going to be war. It is, definitely. No doubt about it in my mind. So, brash assertion, bold, competitive, aggressive, virile, impatient and reckless. Mars in Aries goes all out for what it desires and is attracted to macho men and dominant women. Unfortunately, it never bodes well for him. So, let's have a look. Yeah, 17. The celestial being, the star. So Fred and David again. The cosmos, a creation. Something's being created. There it is. And the spiral, your DNA, your family. The spiral means you're not going around and up. I mean, you're not going backwards, but you're going around and up. So 17 is massively important. The spiral was an important symbol for the Celts. It symbolised many things, but mostly it represented movement and the constant spinning of cycles. There's your movement. And there's your spinning of cycles. Number 10, the wheel. And the stars in the night sky. So there's your star. So astrology on the 17th, the Chinese New Year, the eclipse. The North Star was believed to be the location of what is termed as heaven. The stars spiraled in the sky, which became the pathway to how souls ascended to heaven. Somebody is definitely passing then, because we had the 10 of Swords, didn't we? That soul is passing to heaven. A spiral has no beginning or end, it just is. And when we think of creation, we think of there being a beginning. A beginning usually needs a force to create it. Aries is the force, usually. So where does this force come from? It needs movement, it needs motivation, and an energy or force behind it to make it start. What are you about to create, and what do you need in order to make that happen? How will you continue to keep it moving, To keep something moving, you need a consistent flow of energy, a sustainable force. In drawing this card, you may be asked to look at what drives you and your momentum. Is it sustainable? Not if you're chucking yourself into work all hours consent. Will it be enough to keep everything moving, or are you driving things too fast, which will end up in burnout? What I say? Hospital doors, burnout. Just as we draw energy from the earth, so too can we draw energies from above. She's drawing energies from above. Other realms, the moon, the stars, the sun, all are energies that we can work with. Keep in mind that we are made from stardust. Meditating or journeying can help us connect with these energies, so it may be time to explore new options for keeping your cup full, because his is empty. Wherever he's gone, he's not feeling it, is he? There he is. His cup is drained. Sustainability is the key to keep this spiral in motion. So is it sustainable? If you can't keep working at that level, that's not sustainable. If you can't keep a false mask on in a relationship, pretending that everything's all right, it's not sustainable. Something has to give. Oh, shit starer. She's back. Ceres. And who did we say was in Ceres? Aries. Bloody hell. Cerridon. Let's have a look then. She left somebody else to do the job she should have been doing, and then got annoyed about it. Well, hard luck. If your job's worth doing, it's worth doing yourself. Doing well. Cerridon, shit starer. You need to put all the ingredients in the pot at the right astrological time, and that'll be different for everybody because your chart is different to everyone else's. So find out when's the best time for you to do what you're planning or wanting to do. It's all important. And it looks like the 17th will be a good time for a lot of people, with it being the Chinese New Year and the eclipse as well. There she is. So, she's the Welsh goddess, so Wales, this is about freedom and flow. And there's your freedom that is being blocked. You start upside down. That's you, because you've lost all hope, just like that King of Cups. Connection to the rhythms of nature. Correct timing. Hidden matters, so secrets again, and ecstasy, which is the three norms, ecstasy. Drawing Cerridon means that you are being put in touch with your wildness, with the core of your soul. The womb for the women, it represents the cauldron of Cerridon. This is the part of you that identifies as a woman, and from which the spirit of womanliness dances in your veins. For the lads, it's the loins, and that's not happening. Probably why he's not happy. You have to be in touch with the moon, the tides, the natural forces, and to stay in tune with them, knowing when is the right time to act, to make magic. 8 days it says here, which would take us to what? 13th. To make magic, to change things. It encourages you to go deep inside yourself, meditation again, and listen to your instincts. Make sure you spend time outdoors in nature, if possible. If not, but you must go there in your mind, in your imagination. This card strengthens you and your connection to the rhythms of life. Answers come to you through spending time in nature and observing the moonlight and the tides, so the eclipse. But remember, if you're not an empath, you may not see in pictures. I thought everybody did, but apparently not. So if you don't see in pictures, it is going to be a bit harder. As soon as somebody says egg to me, I see an egg. Some people don't. Some people just see a word or nothing at all in the mind's eye. It's the weirdest thing to me. They just know what an egg is. There's no pictures. They don't see anything. And that's because they've blocked their intuition. Oh, the weasel, unfortunately, and the pine. The number 9, which is what I said. Somebody's been a right weasel and they're very materialistic. So, number 9. So we've got 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So that plus the 13 might be a very important time and not in a positive way. So we're nearly there on the 9th, Monday the 9th, isn't it? Weasels can be warriors or spies, move quickly and often alone. They make observations from afar, so somebody's watching you, and adjust their plans accordingly. Remember that solitary creatures have nothing to fear, and an introvert nature is nothing to feel ashamed of. Knowing yourself and being comfortable alone are desirable skills. Like the weasel, the pine tree works to be self-sufficient. One of the fastest growing evergreens. Its prickly needles have a waxy coating that helps them retain water. You may be overcome by loneliness. That poor guy is. He is proper down in it to the depths. I can't find him now. He's lost. Even in the cards, he's lost. He was there. Poor bloke. He's lost all hope. Not there he is. Got nothing left. So, think of the weasel's joy in solitude. Practice caring for yourself when alone. Think on the waxen needles of the pine tree and ask yourself what protection you may need to remain green and healthy year-round. When is it that you like to be alone? And how can you better understand and respect yourself? So if you're not respecting yourself, you've got something you have done to lose respect, which means you have to put it right, because this is karma. Thanks for listening. I'll speak to you soon.